Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys I have another mail call opening for you guys. There's not a lot of decks I'm really planning to build as I head into 2017. The only couple of decks I'm thinking of building are DDDs, Edions, out of the set in February, and the GX God deck, as well as the Magician, any structure decks. I usually build structure decks because they're pretty cheap to build, but besides that, there's not really a lot of decks that are like piquing my attention except Edions with Wind Witches. But yeah, without further ado guys, let's get to today's mail call. These are just some fun cards I'm picking up for my collection, for future decks and things of that nature. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, there was not really a lot of expensive stuff, just a lot of cool little interesting things that I picked up. Two things that I am trying to do, quote unquote, as I head into the new year, and it being 2017, almost February of 2017 actually, is I'm trying to build 2 old school decks. I'm trying to build Dad Return, which if you guys are not familiar, that came before IntelliDad. That was at the end of the GX era. Pretty much for those that do not know. And I'm also trying to build Dragon Ruler dot deck. These are just 2 decks I want to build for fun, but I'm trying to build those cards. So if anybody has some extra just Dragon Ruler stuff, like just the babies or the Big Daddy Dragon Rulers, just if you could send them to me, I'd be grateful, because I don't want to spend money on them, but because some of the Dragon Rulers are actually pretty expensive even though they're banned. But I'm trying to do something for the channel with that, like have different, Dragon Rulers versus other decks. But yeah, so let's show you what I got right here. I got 2 Phantom of Chaos. This card's gonna be for the GX God deck, so the one with the Sacred Beast, I guess you could say. That's what this card is specifically for the Sacred Beasts. It's a very good card, actually. It's a pretty decent card. Also, it being oh boy, jeez, they did not package that well. Oh, sorry about that, guys. My gosh. I hate when they do that sometimes. Sorry, they like taped it to the paper, so I'm trying to rip the paper off with the tape without bending the card. My gosh, that was horrible. But they put a Dark Nash in there. Let me get him out of there to save my life. Oh my gosh. That was so badly packaged, I can't begin to describe it. I'm happy the card didn't get bent, though. There you go. It's in good condition. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm happy. But I got an extra Nash from online. It was very cheap. It was like $5. Let's open up this one too. Let me get my letter opener. It fell on the ground. I'm sorry about that, guys. But yeah, that's something I'm trying to do for the channel. I'm also, like I've told you guys in the past, I'm working on some things for whenever I hit 10,000 subscribers. I'm really hoping I do. And I'm really, because even though I've been, doing good with Yu-Gi-Oh decks, and I'm not building a lot of expensive decks, and I haven't paid a lot of money for expensive cards, this is a hobby of mine. So I'm just trying to, what else is in here? There's something else in here. I'm just trying to buy things a little bit cheaper, so as I go into the new year, I'm trying to save money and stop spending so much on Yu-Gi-Oh! But there's 2 cards in here. Oh yeah, that's what it is. So we have the 3rd Phantasm of Chaos. I'm probably just going to want 1 with 2, but I got a 3rd one just in case. It's a good card. And then I got an extra Raviel, because I'm running double Raviel in my build, if you guys have seen already. But that is the plan for Raviel there, but you got your Phantoms. So pretty much I'm just picking up early stuff for the GX God deck, and just other decks like Dark Worlds, because I love Dark Worlds. That's such a fun deck to play. Oh my gosh, I love them to death. Next up we got, let me get these bad boys out of here. So I think I owned 2 of these. Well, I needed 1 of these because I haven't owned one, and I sold mine off when I was a kid because a guy wanted it, and I was like, I don't need it for a trade. So I got a, just make sure they're nice. Yeah, these are in good condition. So we got the collector's tins ones from the collection tins, the secret ones from back in the day. So we have Raviel from the Mega Packs. But you also have 2 of the collector's tins, 1 extra Haman, I already owned another one, and 1 Uriah secret rare. So got those 3 right there, pretty much. Those are for the GX God deck. You'll definitely see those bad boys in come March. Because I think that, if somebody can refresh my memory, I think that's when the set is with this coming out with the set. The set's coming out with the cards I really want for that deck. I think that's coming out in March of 2016. But we'll have to wait and see, you know. Let's see here. Ah, there's a card. Is that all, I think? Yep, that's all. Next up, we got another extra Dark Grepher. Dark Grepher, my gosh, guys. I'm very surprised, but Dark Greffers, even commons ones out of Yu-Gi-Oh's World Collection, are like $6. I couldn't believe it. I looked on eBay and it was like $8. I was like, oh. I couldn't believe it, but I wanted 2 Dark Grepher. I already owned I already owned 2 other ones. One I picked up years ago as a super, and the other one is a common. But considering the fact that I want to do Dad Return and I want to run him as a 2-of in this deck, the GX God deck, well, I needed to pick up a 3rd one just in case. So that way I can rotate out Dark Greffers. I'll probably use 1 for Dad Return and 1 for Teledad, because that's what I usually do. I'll flip them back and forth, and then the 3rd one, the other 2, the super I've had for years, and the other common, I'll probably most likely be using that in between this build with the deck with the GX Gods. Put them out there. There we go. Raviel and all of them. They look so cool looking. I can't wait to build a deck out of that. The other cards I was looking for, I may attempt to build this deck. This is one of, like, you know, last year I started off the year saying, you know what, I want to build an Egyptian God deck. I want to build a deck based on the Egyptian gods, alright? That was my goal for 2016. Heading into 2017, granted, there's not a lot of cards out there that support this card necessarily, but I really want to try to build a Yubel deck. It's one of those like bucket list decks I have, where I have like a list of decks I would like to play, you know, in Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'll try to build Yubel. There's really no support out of the original support for Yubel, which sucks. But if they made support for GX, the GX gods, I would assume down the road they may make support for Yubel, which would be really, really cool actually if they actually did that. But I'm trying to think if there's, I can't remember from the anime if there's any like anime cards that would really support the Yubel archetype that Yubel used. You know, like they made the GX cards that they used in GX for the Sacred Gods, but I don't remember if there's like any Yubel-esque card. But maybe one day, you know, that'd be nice. You never know. Next up we have another Eternal Soul. I sold one of mine off. I sold it off in a trade because the guy really wanted another Eternal Soul, and I was like, okay, I will sell you mine I have in my deck. So I picked another one up for cheap. It was fine. It was a good trade, so I was content. So I just need to pick up another Eternal Soul. That's all that is. This one, I feel like I'm going to rip the package in half. I don't want to rip it with the thing. Like the letter opener is like bending the paper. Let me just rip this with my hand. Let's see what we got in here. Hoping all the cards got here safely. Yes. So I have a common, I think a rare version of this card, but I wanted a secret because it looks nice. So I got a secret Yubel for this one, because you have Yubel, the Incarnate, which you pretty much run as a 1-of. You have the other one, which I already have like 2 or 3 of those cards. And then you have this Yubel, so which I have 2 of now. So if you guys have any suggestions for Yubel decks, please PM me on my Facebook page. Just say, hey Seto, I heard you want a Yubel deck profile. You know, hey, send it to me. At least it'll give me a starting point to look at Yubel. I really haven't looked into the deck that much, except seeing what other people have done in the past and what I tried out like years ago, which I don't think has changed that much. Next, I'm going to sleeve this one up. We got Armatal, the Chaos Phantom, which will be used as a one-of in the actually GX God deck. So let me sleeve some of these cards up here because I actually have some sleeves on me. Just take a second to sleeve some of the ones I'm really excited about using. Armatal. Yep, so you pretty much Armatal, the Chaos Phantom, what you use is you use your GX gods to pretty much form this guy, which he can OTK. Now, the thing that's really hard, like it's easy to get Harman and Raviel out, like that's the two most easiest ones I get out. Uriah, well, Uriah is the hard one to get out, but you're able to do it very easily. You can either use Phantom of Chaos, pitch him Uriah to the graveyard, and then go for Armatal. But he's just pretty much there in case the opportunity arises. Usually if you do go for him, it's pretty much overkill to go for Armatal the Phantom Dragon. I apologize about the bad lighting, guys. It's very late at night here, but let me put those cards right there for you guys. And Ashton. Let's see what we got in the next one. I got trash just piling up next beside me. But yeah, that is a deck I can't wait to build. I will do my best to have an Egyptian god version of the deck versus this, and the Nordic gods versus this sometime after the GX gods come out. That's kind of like my special for April, or it'll probably be a special like occasion. I'll do like updates of all the different decks. Why did I get this card? I think they sent me the wrong card. Or I'm having the most horrible brain fart on me ordering cards. Let me see here. What the heck is in here? I think I ordered something else and it was very cheap. So I just picked out a card that was cheap. Because they sent me a Gravekeeper Spy Secret Rare, and I'm like, I have Gravekeeper Spy Secret Rares already. Like from Yugi's World, and this is from Joey's World, so I'm kind of like trying to figure out why the heck they sent me a Spy. I think it's because it was cheap, and I couldn't find another card they had like for cheap. Like, you know, sometimes I got a TCG player, it has to equal $1. Well, probably that's what happened, and I just picked out a Spy because I love Spies and I love Gravekeepers. And I always wanted to use Spy like other decks down the road. Like I've thought about building some old school decks, like old school Monarch dock deck. Hang on, let me get this out nicely. Oh my gosh, they didn't even like. Hang on, guys. Dang it! Where'd you do that, guys? Okay, well, it's guide out safely. Yeah, that's what it was. So it was Gravekeeper Spy, and then it was the 2 Stygian Dirge I needed because I couldn't find my other Stygian Dirge. I got a secret one and 2 super ones, so pretty much the Stygian Dirges go with this deck here, which is the GX Gods. And I think this should be a Ubel card. I think this is what this should be, if my memory serves me correctly on this. This should be Ubel. Yep, it is. So this is Ubel. The Incarnate. Now, I already pulled one of these back when I was a kid. So back when this set dropped, I think it was, oh gosh, it was the same set that Dad came out of. Pretty much, let me find them. Where are they at? So when Dad came out and Allure of Darkness came out, I'll never forget as a kid, people wanted these cards because they were collectibles, you know, anime stuff. People want it. This came out as an ultra. This came out as a super. This came out as, I believe it was a secret back then. So it was ultra commons. So ultra secret. This was a secret. I know that because I remember people were pulling this instead of Dad. This was a super and this was an ultra. So I want I pulled one of these at Sneak Peek. And I also pulled a what was the Dark Lord card that came out of that same set that was a secret. So I just wanted a second one of these because I'm probably going to run 2 of this, 2 of this, you know, 2 of this Ubel, and then 1 Incarnate. But only time shall tell how I should develop that deck. But if you guys have any deck list, just please PM me on Facebook. It's the best way of getting hold of me. or you can leave it down, just copy and paste a list down in the description below. I'll try to build the deck. Who knows, it may take me 6, 7, 8 months, guys, but I'll try to get a U-Bell deck built for you guys. But till next time, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling, and I'll see you guys next time. And take care, everybody, and good luck dueling to all of you. Take care, everybody.